right, Matt. UFC Vancouver, also known as UFC on ESPN Plus 16, Cowboy versus Gaethje. And listen, this is a really fun card.
Really is.
First card in British Columbia since UFC on Fox. Maya versus Condit back in 2016. First fight on the main card. A really fun one, I think. This one has potential at 205 pounds between Misha Cirkunov from Toronto, Ontario, and Jimmy Crute, one of Australia's finest. Now, I say this could be a fun fight. It's got to take place in certain parts of the cage. Where do you see this fight taking place?
So this is a really interesting fight due to the fact that Misha Cirkunov has all the skills to be, I don't want to really say a top contender because we haven't seen the consistency
But
of
a top 15 type of guy.
Exactly. If you look at just his wrestling, he's a very good wrestler. Just his grappling, very good grappler. Just his stand-up. See, he has all the skills, but it's just kind of putting them all together where he's really struggled. And the fact that his chin's kind of questionable because, you have it written down. It is true. 3 of his last 4 fights, he's been knocked out in the first round, which is never a thing that you want. But Jimmy Crute, it's kind of interesting because 205 has pretty much had the same top 10 for, 6 years now?
Yeah.
And it seems like maybe once a year you'll have a guy like Tyson Pedro, Johnny Walker, and now Jimmy Crute, someone who they kind of, try to at least leapfrog up the rankings just a little bit. And Misha Cirkunov seems to kind of always be that guy who has to act as kind of a gatekeeper to the top 15. But with Jimmy Crute, it's just interesting because I don't really know what Jimmy Crute does well, but I don't really know what he doesn't do well. He's very well-rounded.
And you look at his record for Crute, it's 10-0, undefeated fighter. He's got plenty of finishes, 7 in fact. And you look at those, 4 by knockout or TKO, 3 by submission. And on the flip side for Misha Cirkunov, 12 finishes out of 14 wins. And you look at them, he's such a submission artist. His wrestling's good, his grappling's good, but it's just trying to bring those skills all together. And if you look at the odds in this one, they're basically pick'em odds. Cirkunov has had plenty of fights, 8 to be in fact in the UFC, whereas Crute's had 2. Matt, who are you picking in this fight?
I'm taking Jimmy Crute. I think he's either going to win by decision or first or second round TKO. I just feel like Cirkunov, he kind of pauses and has to think about everything that he's going to do before he does it. It doesn't really come naturally to him. So I think Jimmy Crute's going to win this one.
And Crute's beaten a striker in Sam Alvey's also submitted a submission specialist in Paul Craig. I think Jimmy Crute's going to get the win here, but really looking forward to this card. UFC Vancouver, Fight Night picks, main card previews, and predictions. Let's get